Kiana with Nature Unplugged, and I'm here to talk to you about gardening. Now, if you're like me and you live in the city, you're probably thinking to yourself, I don't have a yard, I can't garden, I don't have the space for that. Well, I don't want you to be discouraged. Today I want to talk about container gardening and how you can utilize that limited space that you have to actually get your hands dirty with gardening. Now, container gardening is great because you can pick up and move those containers as you need to, whether it be to follow the sun for your plant life, or because you need to make walkway room, or for an event, whatever it is, you can just pick up those pots and move them. Now, containers, they come in a variety of sizes and materials, from your little succulent pots to the big ones for your trees. Plastic, ceramic, fabric, you name it. There's a pot made with it. But the most important thing about container gardening is drainage. We need to ensure that the water that we're entering into that container is able to fully drain out. Otherwise, you're going to get what's called root rot, where the roots, they make the plant sick because they're rotting, and then your plant's not going to have a very healthy life. If the bottom of your container does not have holes in it, you can take a drill. We've done this here in this house, and just drill some holes into the bottom of that pot. As with all gardening, you need to make sure that you have a healthy soil system. Starting with a good high quality potting mix is great, and then you can amend some like compost or fertilizer into that just to get a good healthy base for your plant. Now, when we're watering our plants, because they are draining, the nutrients do go with it. You will need to refertilize a little bit more often than you do when you plant into the ground, because the nutrients are being lost. So to reintroduce those nutrients, we're just gonna use some fertilizers or worm castings or whatever it is that you find acceptable for your plants. You can just sprinkle it on top or dilute it with water and put it in there when you're watering, just to give the plant the best possible chance for success. Now, you're probably thinking, Kiana, what can I plant in a pot? It's just houseplants, right? No, that's not true. We can actually plant vegetables or fruits inside of pots. Personally, outside, I have a lemon tree, a banana tree, a blueberry bush, tomatoes, peppers, and bush beans. I just started bush beans this fall, so I'm pretty excited to see how those go. But when you're looking around at nurseries or at like Lowe's, you can look for dwarf varieties or mini varieties. Like they have a dwarf eggplant that you can put into a container. Those mini or smaller versions are usually really good in containers. Now, if we've gotten this far and you're still thinking, no, Kiana, I don't have space for that. I don't have room to get outside and get gardening. Well, I'm not giving up on you. I want you to consider an herb garden. Now, an herb garden is great because, they do pretty well insides of kitchens. Like, you put it in your windowsill. And you can really benefit from an herb garden because it's right there in your kitchen. You can harvest it and put it into your dishes. And you've also brought, the outside inside, and you're getting some extra benefits from having more plants in your house. Now, thank you for tuning in today. I hope you're just as excited about gardening as me, and I hope we get our hands dirty. Please subscribe to the Nature Unplugged channel, and we'll see you around.